So it's the first week of July, and June was pretty solid. Not our best month ever, by quite a bit. We had really hoped that the town festival would be kind of uncharted territory, and it was. We had a couple busy days, but it really fell off before and after. I would take a more normal month for us over June any day right now. Looking back at it, 2020 vision, hindsight. That's not to say that it was bad, but going into July, we're kind of back to square one. New month, new drink specials, and trying to finish out the summer here. We're coming up on a full year of this being ours, and it's pretty cool. Gonna try to take some time next week, kind of the first year marker, and take a bird's eye view back at it, because it's hard to see where we came from in the day-to-day, because there's just so much happening. But yeah, pretty cool. Close to a year. How we doing?
And then that will be the first order. Oh, and apple fritter. And the apple fritter will be to go.
It's been a year now since we took over. A year and a day at this point of recording. Anniversary kind of yesterday. We gave out a scoop of birthday cake ice cream. I probably should have some thoughts. But I think I'm too tired for that. It's been an okay week. It's interesting being able to look now back and compare how things go kind of day to day, week to week, month to month. There wasn't a lot of fanfare, really. Most people didn't even realize. They thought we'd been here longer, which is, I think, kind of cool in its own right. And that kind of aligns with how we look at things. You know, we know we're not a big city coffee shop. We're not even a next town over coffee shop. But we're consistent and we're quality, and we're here when we say we're going to be. I mean, that's how it's been. I think that was one of the first changes we put in, was that, you know, we were going to be open until 2, and no matter how slow we were going to be open until 2. And I think that's helped. This is hard work, and that's something that Jack told me when we were talking about, and really before we even came in here to work alongside him. People think this is just fun and hanging out with your friends, but golly, it's a lot of work. And it's the same work every day. And it doesn't matter if you've had a gangbuster day or if you've had nobody in. There's an amount of work that has to be done to open up in the morning. And no matter what yesterday was like, if you're open the next morning, you have to be open the next morning. And you have to be there smiling, ready to serve. Hey, Mike. It's Saturday at 8:25. I'm getting ready to head home and see the girls, but kind of the continued thoughts of the first year here. I just looked back at our notes for this date last year, and we're doing, or did, 4 times what we did this date last year. I don't mean that to brag or anything, but I'm kind of leaving it as a reminder for me. I feel like I've always got to keep pushing and keep doing more and keep doing better, and sometimes it feels like I'm not getting anything done or not making any progress. But when you step back at the end of the day and look at things, look at the numbers, and look at the space, you know, we've done a lot in a year, and it's okay to breathe and be okay with that, I think. So, I don't know. As the guys say in the morning, here's to many more years.
I went back and told him later what I did today. How's that working?
I must not be old enough yet.
Yeah.
What about a place for horses? How are they going to haul horses? Yeah, you got a clamp. I've got a clamp.
Yeah. Just remember this corner of this thing is just flat wood.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping they'd round them like that.
Okay, let me get on my lap.
Yeah. September 2nd now, coming off of Labor Day. Took the day off. Still did our grocery run and things, and had some work to do in here. Didn't really do a whole lot filming wise in August. Things just got a little hectic between the end of summer, having two kids, and just everything that comes with back to school time for everybody in the area. But ready to hit September now. It's pumpkin spice season officially. We brought it back last Friday, and it's going really well so far. What is no. She got that for you? Yeah. Okay. So what is that? So people really like the sign, but now I'm getting comments on the condition of the awning, which doesn't really fall to me, but we're gonna see if we can get it cleaned up here. Got home at 9 last night. It's September 5th now. Helped with the park ribbon cutting last night here in Mentone. Just a little bit. I took some pictures. And then ran to town. Somehow did not order muffins last weekend. And really wanted to have those for Saturday, but boy, it made for a long night and a long day and a short night. Today marks the first day of the 2025 Rotors over Mentone at the Lawrence D. Bell Aircraft Museum. So in combination with Friday and the last day of school for the week, anticipating a little bit of a bump today and a pretty busy tomorrow. We'll see. To prepare, I'm making sure that we have plenty of chocolate chip cookies. Got a ton of baked goods already. These are just something I didn't have time to make yesterday. And they're always better fresh in the morning. Other than that, I feel like we've found a steady groove. A year and a month and a half now.
into it. Early mornings flow, the work flows, the people flow. Kind of getting used to it. Friday rush is done. A lot of quesadillas today. Really kind of bound us up. We had to change our kitchen equipment up to kind of meet regulation, and it slowed us down hard. But it was just like a quesadilla morning, which takes time. But good morning otherwise. Makes for a solid day, which we need. It's been up and down this week. Good day, slow day, good day, slow day. But Fridays continue to be a good run for us. So we usually have a 7 to 9 or a 7 to 8:30 rush with people going to school and parents and teachers going to school. And then we have a kind of 8:45, 9 to 10 rush. And I haven't quite figured that one out yet of who that is, because we get a variety in here. So I don't know if it's after school drop off, if it's before running errands, I'm not sure. But it's been consistent so far. Last year, this same time, we had a hard drop off. So I'm very thankful that it stayed much steadier than it was last year. It's September 9th, Tuesday morning. In here making some cookies before open. The cookies have just been continuing to go. And now that we're back in school, we're going through a couple dozen a day, which isn't a lot for some shops. For our little shop, it is. And it's still, a year later now, proven to be a great little add-on item for us. So, and it's a part of our marketing campaign, where I'm coming in super early and making these and posting little videos about it. So that's good. We've been alternating a little bit on some other desserts. We're still getting our cinnamon rolls from the Sweet Exchange over in Warsaw. But since peach season has come in and now apple season is really in here in the Midwest, been making some peach crisp and some apple crisp as those fruits kind of come available and come into the shop, which is exciting. So should be a pretty normal Tuesday. We're well staffed today, so I might try to do a grocery run today so I can get home at a reasonable time and work on the house a little bit. We'll see.
Super sticky, and then I just put it down so I can hot water. Looking so nice out here.
Yeah. It is. You want to throw it in the trash can? We're running a little bit slower now. Late September, it's the 24th. Had a really strong front half of the month, and then
last week it really hit a wall, and it's a wall I was anticipating or expecting. It just came later this year compared to last year, so I don't know if that's a seasonal repeatable thing, but so far in the last year it has been. And 24 it happened with In 24 it happened with the start to school. When school came back in, we hit a really tough wall, and being our first month in business, I really thought that was it. So I'm a little more relaxed this go around. Like I said, it happened later. We had a really nice beginning of the month, and we've had a week now of Jack days, as we call it, Jack being the previous owner of this place, where it's sustaining. There's still a lot of work, but you're not necessarily making a whole lot on top. Not that we were beforehand, but it's a noticeable change for us, being down the percentages that we are. That being down kind of hits the hardest right at the end of the day, when you're closing up and counting and tired. And it kind of goes away when I get home with the girls, so that's nice. Working on the house and playing with them. The weather's been great, kind of into autumn now and fall. It hits again when I wake up, 3:30 or so. But once the guys get in the morning, you're kind of reminded why you're here, and you appreciate it. Nobody's getting rich doing this. It's still a lot of work, but the people and the family are why you do it.
I don't want to rush you, I just want you to get fired up.
I was pretty fired up when I did wake up this morning.
Good morning. How we doing?
Creating a toxic work environment.
I'm hanging in there. Oliver's giving me a headache here, but he keeps wanting to play ABBA.
ABBA.
I mean, it's fine in doses.
I played it twice, right?
All day Saturday.
The same song twice.
Basically, I mean, they all are pretty close.
Only every ABBA song ever. I mean, so no repeats. There's plenty of ABBA songs.
For the first few hours. Friday, 26th now. School had a 2-hour delay, which really helped us out. Our first really nice day. That wasn't a Saturday in 2 weeks here for the shop. So a little taste of the winter slowdown for us, but the crew's been doing great. The regulars have been great, of course. And nice to have a busy Friday to kind of make sure we're still in fighting shape for Saturday coming up. So it's about 8:30 now, and gonna head home, get cleaned up, tuck the girls in, and we'll be back in at 4. Did a few things tonight. We had the scoopers make bacon for us, which has been working really well through the summer. Gets us about 10 pounds or so, and that gets us through Saturday and then into the week a little bit. Made some more pumpkin spice syrup, and then tomorrow morning I've got to do a double batch of gravy and another round of our maple brown sugar, and then there was something else. I think just putting out the donuts. So should be a pretty easy roll into Saturday. I'm still cooking it's going okay. The crew's been doing really great filling in at the bar. So really proud of them and really pleased with them. So
Yeah, you're very welcome.
just looking to finish out the week and make it to Sunday, really. Maybe this number here so we can keep track of you.
What do you want to eat, buddy? Biscuits and gravy?
Got it. You got it.
There's her note. See you again. Have fun. Oh, okay.
Ready to, or glad the week's over?
Yes.
Just about 5:15 now. We've got our gravy made, we've got our syrups made, we've got half our coffee for the morning done, and we have our grounds prepped for about mid-morning. Now we have a group coming in at 10 today, so we're going to make sure that the crew knows that that's coming. That'll hit kind of at the end of the rush, so we're going to start slow and we'll peak, and then we'll drop down a little bit and then jump back up with that party coming in. So it's going to kind of depend on just general public flow today as far as what happens. As always, the general public flow will kind of dictate, and we can't predict it. We've had a really good month for Saturdays with just general public and non-regulars coming in, which is good. So today's a little bit of a gamble on that. So today I just don't know how it'll go. Last week dropped off a little bit compared to the 3 weeks beforehand, but it was still really solid. So we'll see. Ended up being a okay Saturday for us. The slowest one we've had in quite a few weeks. But the crew did great, and I'm pretty bushed. Anyway, just a lot happening right now, so I'm not too upset. You know, at the end of the day, we hit our goal for what we looked to out of a Saturday, but we were right there. So there wasn't a whole lot extra this week. Just under our ideal total for the week, but that's just kind of the reality we're going to start facing as we head back into winter. You know, you're not going to have gangbusters all the time, so kind of getting back into that mindset of being lean and mean here with the shop, and you know, making sure that we're spending money where we need to, and that we have margins where we need to. Kind of something that I think we've got to reassess as we head into towards the new year is just the cost of things. Mainly utilities are a challenge for us. Food costs haven't changed a whole lot for us, and our ingredient costs haven't, now that eggs and the bird flu's down. Eggs are back where I'd like them to be, but yeah, got to look at some of the other stuff that goes into this place. So, thanks again for another great week, guys. Push the button? Okay. Can you push the black button? Black button right there. Good job. I'm going to set you right here. Okay? Thank you. Thank you.
Where is it? That's recording. Okay. Shift drink of the day. Got espresso. And I've got a blueberry oat milk chaser. Do you know that pelicans only have 3 stomachs? And one of them is just for bones.